All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vays, coming to you live this Tuesday, early afternoon, New York time, while the markets are fully opened. We're gonna go take a look at all the markets. I am on a mission to try. Well, I don't know if this video will be short, but next year, all of these trading videos will be short and saving all of the Q&A and rants for subscribers that stick around afterwards. Maybe not every episode, but some of the episodes. Okay, I got to get my on the road camera better. For now, this is what we have. Okay, here we go. Screen share. We're going straight to the charts. Okay, the daily chart is where all of the action is. I'm going to mention the Ripple thing afterwards. We're gonna get to Ripple. Don't worry. We'll get to Ripple. But let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about the daily chart of Bitcoin. So yesterday, when we were doing this video, let me get rid of this. We don't need that. So yesterday, when I was doing this video, I said that I really liked the big bounce that took place yesterday morning or afternoon. And this was my blue line where I said, hey, below this line, Bitcoin could see lower lows, and above this line, based on the close. We literally closed right on the line. Right on the line we closed. And when I was doing the video in Russian yesterday, I said that we need to rebound right here, right now, and we kind of did. So the big question is, what am I thinking now? If this candle closes, now we're going to move the slide in the opposite direction. This is my big line now. If we can close above this line, and this line is sitting at $23,460. You know what? Let's use round numbers. I'm going to make this line exactly 23.5. 23.5. There it is, 23,505. That's where the blue line is. If we can close above this line on today's candle, I'm going to be pretty damn bullish into end of week. What is this chart telling me? This chart is telling me that the 1 to 4 candle correction coming off this MRI top has potentially ended. Now, this whole thing still makes me a little bit nervous. We have gone up a little far. I have been pretty bullish. I'm a cautious trader by nature. You're never going to see me on video flaunting, $1 million positions and going high leverage. I'm more of a Tyler Jenks school of trading. Slow and steady wins the race, and just don't get wrecked. Don't get wrecked is the motto of my trading. So for the last 48 hours, I've been a little bit uncomfortable holding a huge position in GBTC, percentage-wise speaking, for my trading retirement account. I did take out 25% of that position here near the top, and I'm willing to put that 25 back in if tomorrow we are breaking 24,000. Tomorrow or Thursday, if we are breaking 24,000, and I have a lot of confidence that we will break 24,000 on a daily closing candle, which I'm not sure if we've ever done. We have not. We have never closed above 24,000. 23,850 is the highest we've gone. If we can get a new daily high close, I would be very bullish. Now, also notice how there is a red 1 right here. That means that we have reset the MRI count. And if we can get up to another MRI top, it will not be an MRI 2, it will be an MRI 1 once again. Now, this was an MRI 1, and this one kicked off the extension phase. And this is where the extension phase ended, here, here, and here. So we were completely out. Like the smart move to do would have been to fully exit my position, or at least exit 75%, not 25%. And I would have, had this day occurred on a Sunday. If this day was going to be a Saturday, or even a Saturday, like any day of the week, or potentially a Saturday, because then I would have gotten out on Friday, I would not have risked it. But only because it was a Sunday, I ended up, taking a chance and sticking with my position. I only took 25% off the table. I would have taken 50 to 75% off the table, because I can always get back in. Maybe not at a proper time, because of, GBTC only trades 7 hours a day. But right now, I am 75% long out of 100% allocated to Bitcoin. And I'm a little nervous about it, but all of that nervousness will go away with more upside, because I don't really have a chance to double down. I don't. I'd rather buy back in at 24K with my final 25%. Okay, weekly chart. Weekly chart is just consolidating. The weekly chart is not doing much, but another week could end, and now we're 5 weeks closer to a second consecutive MRI top, which, if it happens in around the $30,000 zone, or it can even happen around $35,000 zone if we keep going higher. We just need to go up slow and steady. I don't want to see any more of these candles. I'd rather see candles that are like a third of this, right? But a third of this candle, this is a monster candle. The range of this candle is $4,300. So a third of this is like $1,700, which is pretty good. $2,000 a week rise for another 5 weeks. I mean, that's a $10,000 move, which would be pretty damn good. Thank you, Equibit Gaming. Thank you. Appreciate the comment. I'm not actively looking at the live chat. The monthly remains a concern. Here is the monthly. It remains a concern. We have 10 days to go. A little less than that, actually. We have about 9 days to go or something like that. So let's see what it brings. I can envision a top early next year. I think a lot of people are going to hold they're not going to cash out. Bitcoin has gone up. No matter when you bought Bitcoin, you have made money. And now it's a tax decision to make if you're a US citizen. It's a big tax decision to make. Do you sell by end of year? Do you sell next year? Do you wait a full year for long-term capital gains? I don't think anyone is going to sell this year to realize the gained taxes. I don't think anyone would. If anything, you wait till next year and deal with it next year. So chances are there's not going to be any end of year selling. There's not going to be much end of year selling. Short-term chart. If I extend this channel, it makes absolutely no sense, but I'll do it. It makes a little bit of sense. Wow, look at that. Once you extend it. So you did pierce the channel above and you hung around above it for a bit. Notice how perfectly you end up bouncing off the center line of this channel, which I did not even know until I extended the channel. We pierced it to the bottom side for a tiny bit amount of time. And now we bounced off the bottom of the channel. The channel actually worked out nicely. This channel makes me bullish Bitcoin right now. It does. All we got to do is break the top of the channel. And I think these tops are going to be broken. So I am still comfortable holding my GBTC long position as long as we're going into the weekend above 24,000 or in the vicinity of 24,000. See, right now we're in the vicinity of 23,000. If we're above this line is at 23.6. This line is exactly where the top was this morning a few hours ago. As long as we're above this line, I am pretty comfortable holding my GBTC long. The premium, however, is crushing me right now. It went all the way up to 41, 42 yesterday. And we do need one more bullish move on GBTC in order to pump that premium one more time. I'm getting a little greedy here. I really should not be this greedy. I really should be taking my profits above $31 on GBTC, but I'm gonna stay a little bit greedy because I think that the price can take us there. Like I may take a hit on the premium, but I may make up for that for the rise in price because I am pretty damn bullish right now, mostly because my concern over the MRI top is being relieved right now with the current bullish day. Now, this day can turn. This day could go to the downside. And then I think I would just get out. I'll be disappointed at my exit in GBTC, but I'll get out because if this day turns red, I would then be pretty damn bearish thinking that the 1 to 4 day correction is not yet over. It's easy to say there's a high probability of a 1 to 4 day correction, but whether this correction has already ended or this correction is just getting started is impossible to tell because our day can turn to the downside. As you can see, we're already ticking down in the current candle where the last hour seemed very, very good. And GBTC has been doing that. GBTC pumps early in the morning because all of this pent up demand trying to buy Bitcoin, and then it just sells off all afternoon. That's a pretty classic pattern that you can certainly take advantage of as a short-term trader. You can see it almost every day. Here is the morning gap. This is the 10-minute chart. You can see it go right into 10 a.m., the classic 10 a.m. reversal. I have no idea what that is. Wow, we just pumped to 32 in the last couple of minutes. That must have been just a big order blowing through the order book, and now we're dropping significantly once again. Now, this isn't a 10-minute delay or 20-minute delay, so keep that in mind. But you see this all the time. Like here is a gap the other day, and then we go up early, and then we sell off the rest of the day. Now, here is one where, again, we gap up, we go up, and then we just consolidated the rest of the day. We did close higher. But GBTC does have this habit of popping up early in the morning with this pent-up demand. You can see these green candles, which means you open right at the top, and then you sell off. If you are, well, this was a down day. So on a down day, it may be the opposite. Look, if you're a savvy trader, you can find niches in the market. You can find inefficiencies in the market. And one of the inefficiencies with GBTC is the pent-up demand on overnight bullishness in the price of Bitcoin, where everyone wants to buy it early in the morning. The GBTC premium spikes in the first 5 minutes of trading, and then it starts to sell off. Of course, you need to be confident that the price of Bitcoin would rise overnight, in which case you would buy it at GBTC closing time, where the premium is kind of low on a daily basis. So if you set, but this kind of stuff, like, look, there's no such thing as easy money in trading. It just doesn't exist. If you're going to be doing this strategy that I just briefly described, because I just, kind of came up with the idea as I'm doing this show, you're going to have to spend a week, if not a month, researching and analyzing and making sure it's correct. And by the time the month ends, the strategy may no longer exist. So there's no such thing as easy money. And unless you put in the right time and effort into it, you will learn real quick how difficult and challenging trading is. I remain bullish from a daily perspective. It's kind of crazy. You see how Bitcoin fell yesterday and it's up today, but look at GBTC on a daily scale. It went up yesterday and it's down big today. And this is all about the GBTC premium. And you have to understand how it works. And I've done a little bit of videos in the early days on how it works. But the thing is, here's my problem with it. I don't want to explain to you how the GBTC premium works. Because if I have to explain to you how the GBTC premium works, that means you're not capable of figuring it out yourself. And if you're not capable of figuring it out yourself, you should not be trading with the intention of making money due to the fluctuations of GBTC premium. Sometimes the only thing you can do is to learn it yourself. And if you can't learn it yourself, you should really take a hard, you should really take some time to decide whether trading this asset is right for you if you can't, on your own, fully understand how it works and the mechanics of it. And this is why this channel is an educational channel and not a follow the leader trading channel. Okay, let's cover traditional markets. Bitcoin dominance is doing great. Here is gold. Gold is pulling back, a little disappointing. I didn't expect it. I'm assuming the stock market is dropping a bit. And it is. That was a wild guess. I have not yet looked at the stock market. We did rally yesterday off the lows. This doesn't mean anything yet, but this means something. This is a weekly MRI warning. And next week is a weekly MRI top, and every trader should take that seriously. Okay, let's look at the shitcoin. Oh, wow. Is this thing going to new all-time lows? Is this thing going to new all-time lows? That's great. So here's B-Trash, and we're almost there. Almost, that's a new weekly low close. That's impressive. A new weekly low close is big. That's a new daily. Let's look at the daily. Have we gotten a new daily low close? Not yet. We could, we might. We are, a new daily low close is around the corner. Today could be the lucky day. Probably not, but soon we'll get there. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. That would be a brand new low for Bcash. That's a new daily low close. A new daily low close to me is a more bearish sign than a new intra candle low. Like, for example, see, this meant nothing. Bcash crashes, creates a ridiculously low swing low, but it was this candle that gave me confidence that lower lows are coming because it was a new low daily close. So let's wait for that. A new daily low close will certainly take out the new intraday high. It's like just mile markers. You know, you just go into the next number down, next number down, next number down. Boeing. Yeah, I can glance at Boeing real quick. Let's do Boeing. Not much to say, really. Daily chart rallied a little bit yesterday. I'm assuming it's based on the stimulus package. The stimulus package is going to give a measly $600 check to every American and like billions and trillions of dollars to foreign nations, not to mention companies that, look, I don't want to give the airline money. I want the government to open up the world so people can fly. Like, it's ridiculous that you're not allowed to fly anywhere, and then the government is just giving money to these companies that they completely wrecked and destroyed by not letting them run a business. So it's just totally stupid. Okay, do we have any questions? We have our moderators. We have, let me see real quick. Any chance you could take a look at CHSB, please? So this is the kind of stuff that we're going to move to the private paid subscription. CHSB. Oh God, no, it's a shit coin. I don't want to look at a shit coin, guys. Stop, please stop. Please stop. It's an MRI top daily. Guys, these are shit coins. I'm not interested in shit coins. Stop. Stop. Trade them. I'm not doing shit coin trading advice. I thought this was a stock. With option contract set to expire this week, do you anticipate a dump? No, I don't. How's Tesla doing? Oh, Tesla's pulling back. All right, might get a chance to buy it cheaper. MMEDF. I mean, it's kind of bubbled up into a top, had an MRI top, and then went down. Oh, wait, speaking of shitcoins, hold on. In our alert notification group, we had this. Speaking of shitcoins, here's Litecoin. Litecoin USD got called pretty well by the MRI top, and the same goes for Litecoin versus Bitcoin. Again, there it is, MRI top right there. And look at that MRI buy right there. We'll go MRI buy right into an MRI sell. Beautiful. Beautiful. That worked. Okay, back to Bitcoin. Look, this is I like this pattern right here. I was getting nervous down here when it was falling, but right now the overall picture, we're staying at the top of this channel. It needs to pump soon because the GBTC premium will drop with consolidation. GBTC premium pumps when everyone is FOMOing into Bitcoin. There's not enough Bitcoin to go around. But as Bitcoin consolidates or starts to fall, GBTC premium falls significantly. I mean, here it is at 16%, or lower at 6% even. Or am I saying 16? 6%, because Bitcoin was consolidating for a really long time. And now that it's pumping, it went all the way up to 42. And if we can get one more pump in the next couple of weeks, there's not going to be enough Bitcoin in the GBTC fund to maintain a low level of GBTC premium. That's why it's dropping. It's dropped significantly from about 42 right here on the high, already down to 36. Though 42 seems, because I'm looking at this number. Sorry, these are very, very similar to each other. It's this number here. So we already dropped from 42 to 46, which is substantial. That's a 6% move. So the majority of this drop is actually the GBTC premium drop, not the price drop. So this is why you have to be aware of the GBTC premium. Though this morning, GBTC did make a new high. It's not an all-time high. An all-time high is closer to $50 due to the liquidity crunch on GBTC back in 2017. Ripple. I was just going to say Ripple real quick. Ripple is an outright scam. That's it. It's that simple. The SEC is finally doing something about it 5 years too late. And now that Ripple is a beast with billions and billions of dollars to spend, the SEC should have ended Ripple 5 years ago, but they're lazy and they don't know what the hell they're doing, which is probably why one of two things is going to happen. Either they're too dumb to win a case against Ripple to prove their security because the SEC is grossly incompetent, or they simply fine Ripple $2 million, which is 0.0003% of how much money they've scammed out of people. And Ripple will pay their little fine and go on their merry way. If there was some kind of a miracle that Ripple actually wins the case against Ripple and labels it a security, I would hope that they force every single exchange to immediately delist Ripple, or that exchange is in violation. So Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, they would all be forced to immediately delist Ripple as a trading speculative asset for the stupid. And at that point, Ripple token becomes totally useless, and then Ripple can try and compete on the merits of their company, which is pure garbage, except for they're able to pay for that garbage with the Ripple scam token. If you want to learn more about the Ripple scam, here is an article, What Tone Vays Hates Most About Ripple's XRP Token. You see a bunch of examples here. Mostly my tweets got put into an article. And here's something else that they printed. Just read this ridiculousness, okay? So this is the summary of Ripple's Wells submission. So this is, I believe this is a Ripple statement. And they say the SEC's theory that XRP is an investment contract is wrong on fact and law. No, it's obviously an investment contract. An investment contract is a security. Like that's what when I say Ripple broke security laws, I'm talking about Ripple is an investment contract, and therefore it broke the Howey test. To prove its case amounts to the unprecedented and ill-conceived expansion of the Howey test. No, the Howey test is easily applied to Ripple because it's, well, Jimmy Song and I will probably do this show. The SEC's theory, so this is what bothers me. This is the biggest crack of lies I've ever seen come out of Ripple. And Ripple has done nothing but lie. The SEC's theory that XRP is an investment contract ignores the economic reality that XRP is and has long been a digital asset with a fully functional ecosystem and a real use case as a bridge currency that does not rely on Ripple's efforts for its functionality or price. That is complete crack of shit. It's the opposite of that. XRP is a currency, so you created your own currency. I don't see how that is helping the case. XRP is similar to Bitcoin or Ether. No, XRP is nothing like Bitcoin. It is a little similar to Ether, but XRP is nothing like Bitcoin. This statement right here is an outright disgrace to the crypto community. XRP is not similar to Bitcoin. And this is where I have the biggest problem with the crypto space, is that it's like the cops, right? It's like it's like a cop murders someone in front of you as another cop, and you help cover it up. It's like you protect your own, and that's why the people turn on you. This is the same problem I have with the crypto space. No, XRP is not anything like Bitcoin. So this is ridiculous statements by the Ripple Corporation, and I hope somebody shuts them down. All right, those are my thoughts on Ripple. We need to do a bigger show on it, maybe with the lawyers. Okay. AXAS. Yeah, if it's a stock, I'll check it. Okay, no comment. I don't see anything MRI wise. It went up and it's pulling back. It's a cheap stock. I don't know what the company does. Petroleum, they're in the oil space. Oil is a tough industry right now. I mean, the world is still shut down. I don't really have a comment. I mean, I wouldn't be holding this. That's your weekly has flipped to the downside. Your daily has been going down, just gave you a red star. I would never short a stock this cheap, so I would be out. I would not be buying this. All right, that is it. We are one day closer to Inauguration Day, so we'll see who the president's going to be. Unfortunately, it will probably be Biden, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's it. Hey guys, if you want to support, check out tonevays.com. You can go to the affiliate section. Please subscribe. Also to the YouTube channel. There's also educational videos to learn the MRI or basic trading. And I strongly advise you to learn basic trading and risk management. How do I stop that live stream? There you go. I do have a couple of more questions. I'll just read them real quick to see if there's anything there. On a macro perspective, don't you think this run up from the recent $3,000 low was too fast? Stated in the past, when we go up from not exactly. I mean, I've mentioned that many times. Okay, why isn't this focusing? No, focus. It hasn't gone up that fast. It's gone up fast, but not that fast. If you look at the weekly chart, people are asking me about a head and shoulders. Not really. Maybe on a 4-hour chart. I don't know. I don't really see a head and shoulders here. It'll have to go all the way back down to 22.5, and then we can discuss. Right now, we're in the upper half of the channel. It's keeping me bullish, but like I said, I'm a little nervous about my GBTC position because it's not 100% invested. It's only 75% invested. But I've been nervous about it the last couple of days. But it's it makes new highs every day. I just haven't been taking the profit. Let's see what tomorrow brings. The longer this consolidates, the more it will pop out. It's gone up fast, but it's consolidated along the way. There was one big leg here, and then it consolidated for a month. And after the consolidation, it popped again, and now it may consolidate for weeks. Also, during this run-up, I should be on a weekly chart, not a daily chart. yeah, we moved, but we had a big move and then we consolidated, and then we had a little bit of a move and then we pulled back. Like this is the one big move that we had. And the weekly chart is saying that this move is not over. And I'm going to trust the MRI here. I'm going to trust the MRI as long as this candle is a consolidating candle and the next candle is a consolidating candle. We can push one more time, like one more push to 30K, and then we can pull back significantly. But the weekly chart, while I got scared and I got out here, I got back in right before the big pop. And I'm still holding this big pop. I have not yet taken my full exit yet, because I think we kicked off a new weekly trend. Like here's another example. We went up, we had a big candle. This was a tougher one to trade. And then here's the green star, big up day, another big up day. And then we just kept going. And then we pulled back here. And then even that pullback was short. And then we went exponential. Like this is what you want to avoid. This was still reasonable. This pullback to 9 was still gonna, it could have taken us back normally, but that last push. So I'm waiting for that last push to actually give me that exponential move. It's possible that it happened already. I like the fact how quickly our weekly moving averages are rising. That's good. It will create good support that should hold us up. We can still pull back technically all the way down to the last set of highs. But if we can push up to 30, we can then only pull back to 20, which would be perfect. Just watching it carefully right here on the hourly chart, 4-hour chart. Was great this morning. Unfortunately, well, the market was actually already open. Let me see on a daily, on a 1 hour. Did we hit a high during market open hours? I believe we did. Yeah, we did. This could have been exited on GBTC. That's why GBTC did really well early in the morning if I go to the 10-minute chart. I'm still not sure about this spike, but it did well early in the morning. 10 a.m. would have been a beautiful exit all the way near 32. We might have broken 32. I have to check my broker to see if this actually happened. We did not break 32. 30.97 was the high on this. Oh, wait, wrong candle. 32 flat. Would have been a beautiful 32 exit. I don't like exiting at round numbers. Also, liquidity would have been small there. I probably would not have been able to get out. But I'm going to keep watching it. I'm hoping to still get out of this, at a nice price. But trading is never easy. I'm holding on to my positions. They've done well because I got in the beginning of the move. All right, I'm babbling at this point. I will call it a day. And there were more questions. I just got caught up on this one. Do you consider Ethereum a shitcoin? Yes, I do. Is Monero a shitcoin? Yes, it is. Tone looks like Head and Shoulders. I already covered that. Tone, can you look at MoneyGram, please? Oh God, MoneyGram. Well, Ripple owns MoneyGram. I mean, it's MoneyGram. I will actually want to look at, and then we're gonna call it a day. Wow, MoneyGram's done well. Wow. Wow, MoneyGram was ready to file for bankruptcy. It's done well. Okay, not much to say. I mean, there's nothing really here. I mean, the chart looks bullish, but I wouldn't buy MoneyGram. I mean, Ripple's involved. Ripple's a scam. No, I don't want to look at any more stocks, guys. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. We can look at them when I do like the private streams for subscription. All right, guys, and I wouldn't be able to promise I'll look at everything, right? Because I only have so much time in a day. So it would be like first come, first serve kind of thing. All right, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one, guys. Check out ToneBase.com.